Right, we'll get into some Minecraft. Hi, Kath. How are you? This is what I do in my spare time. I just gaze into Kath's eyes. That's all I do. Okay, so a couple of changes around the base. The biggest change you might notice is that I have started prepping. I've created a very temporary spruce farm. So that is up here. And I thought I had enough saplings to fill this whole thing. I didn't have enough saplings, so... I mean, it'll grow. I will, like, once I've done this, I'll rip it all out and everything like that. It's nothing I need to worry about too soon. I'm still in the process of kind of oxidizing a lot of my copper. There's going to be a reason for that. I think I want to make the roof of the stables out of combined with copper and mud bricks. But in order to do that, I want to like oxidize the copper all the way, and then we can kind of play around with it. I think the majority of the copper that I'm going to use is this color here, but this and the full oxidized is going to be used in decoration as well. So it's just a matter of like oxidizing all the copper up and, you know, getting on with it. But that is a little bit of what will potentially go on over here. I'm not gonna lie, I've lost motivation to get this done. I don't know why that went. Like, you know, all of a sudden, like, we started making it and it was great, and now it's just like, I don't know. So at some point we'll do this, but it's not gonna be today. I keep teasing that I'm gonna start or continue work on this, but hey, I mean, that's kind of like how I play the game, right? Like, I play the game in weird phases of I will do one thing and then I've only got a little slice of cake left. I'll do one thing and then I'll start another project and I won't come back to that same project for like months and months and months on end. Hence the bee farm, like that bee cottage. I started that about 6 months ago, probably more, actually maybe even a year ago when we started this project, and it's very slowly like taken form, and that's kind of like how I like to do it. We still haven't finished it. There's still a lot that we need to do, but it's mainly like, well, I kind of want to just finish off little touches of here. I think, you know, a little bit of a pathway into here isn't gonna harm, and I would also like to just decorate this section down here. I think I'm gonna hide the redstone. Will make it, I don't know whether to put the redstone on display or whether to hide it. I think I'll hide it. I've changed my mind. Originally we were gonna put it on display, but I think I've changed my mind. And I want to cover up the ceiling a little bit, and we need to make this palatable, walking down this section around here. And then we also need to finish the actual bee farm itself, which, you know, and then I want to put a ceiling on this and make it look good and make it a little bit more interesting. Probably fix up the oh, we've got a lot of ooh, honey bottles. Yes, we do have a lot of honey bottles. Wow. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, we got a lot of this. This is good. So yeah, like finishing off little bits and bobs around here. Once auto crafters come out in the game, we'll probably redesign a lot of this so that we can get some auto crafting, so that we don't have to like manually get the honey blocks, I guess. Because manual honey blocks is a little bit irritating, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that is ideally what I would like. Did it make it all the way down to here? I don't understand this, because sometimes it behaves itself and it just stays in like the same, the space where it's supposed to be. Then other times it just doesn't. It's very odd. I don't quite understand how this works. Yeah, we'll put those back into the system. Shouldn't take long. Let it unload, let it reload, that sort of thing. yeah, so that's gonna be around here. I want to make this look good, and we still need to finish this. Now that we've got the iron farm up and running, I should be able to get the rest of the resources to finish that off once and for all. I say once and for all, like I said, there'll be a little bit of auto crafting involved. It's gonna be, I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do that. I need to, yeah, really need to think about that. The next thing, so what I want to do today, so we've got our iron farm. It is functioning. I did empty out the iron farm the other day. We ended up with like over a stack of iron blocks, and like I've got more iron here. So this is actually working very well. This is giving me more than enough iron than I'll ever need, I think. I still want to put another platform on the other side, but we're going to do that much later. So today, what I would like to do, I would like to work on the platform here, extend this down in some shape or fashion so that it's kind of like extended out, and so that it's on like a plinth here. I need to visualize this a little bit better. We need to make sure that it's not interfering with anything. I think it should be okay. And yeah, that's going to be kind of like the process today. Potentially, I might start working on a tunneling system for the golems so that they can go up like the tubing. But I think today we're just going to work on this structure here. Now, when we do work on this, potentially, I mean, I've got quite a lot of like stone and stuff here to kind of play around with it, but potentially we're going to create spawning platforms for the golems. So this is going to break the system, potentially. So I think the best way around this is... Oh, you're going to hurt me, aren't you? No? No. There we go. We're just gonna like cover up the zombie so that he cannot be seen by the villagers. There we go. So we'll cover that up. That's going to stop the golems from spawning in. And then if I head over onto this platform here, we'll really be able to like mark out where this is going to go. So what I'm thinking, I would like a plinth at the edge of this that kind of goes up and then arcs over and attaches on at the bottom. And I'm thinking... I kind of want like a skinnier bit in the middle. So I think what we're going to do, I'm going to kind of like work out where it's going to go. We'll kind of like carve it round so that we end there. And then we'll kind of work from that, I think. So the central point is here. And yeah, that's kind of what we're going to do, I think. And if it doesn't look right, we can always edit it, we can change it, it's not the end of the world. It doesn't need to be completely fixed kind of thing. Yeah, so we definitely can't have it in any further than that. How does that look? It looks okay from there, but what about if it's lower? So that bit would be connected up. Yeah, okay. So I think that's good. So then the next bit that I kind of want to look at is this bit. I'm a little bit worried that that is a big flat thing here. Yeah, I don't want that there. Whoopsie. Oh no. No! We lost a stone brick. That's a little bit sad. So this is the problem, because we're going to get like haste and stuff. It's going to be a little bit irritating. There we go. So if we kind of like go round... Yeah, no, I do want that there. Yeah, we're going to make this a little bit more stable. In fact, all of this is getting filled in here. We don't need that water source anymore, so we can get rid of that. So we'll just kind of like play along the same sort of area. Bear in mind, I cannot... Yeah, I've kind of got to cover bits of this off. I am a little bit limited with what we can do. I might be able to like play this off a little bit. I don't want any ice viewed from the outside, so we do need to bear that in mind. So if we do like this... I gotta be careful here because obviously we do have this square blocks there, and I kind of wanted to bring this bit back a bit as well so that it would attach a little bit further back so that it looks a little bit more naturally creased. Obviously this wall is very much needed. It's a bit difficult. This is so difficult to kind of like get my judgment right on this. It's one of those things where I'm just going to have to like keep going back, and yeah, it's looking very flat there. So can we add a little bit up here maybe? Okay, so if I bring this up from here, maybe it will look better. Oh, yeah, I'm not doing a very good job of this, I don't think. See how that looks. See, good or bad. Yeah, it's not great, is it? The problem is it is always going to be flat on that side, and I cannot move that any other way. Do you know what I need? I need, annoyingly, I need scaffolding here. I mean, I hate scaffolding, but I do actually need it. There we go. Okay, how is that looking? See how that is. Now I realize I'm gonna have to... It looks a little bit better. It's not amazing. It's not kind of what I was aiming for, actually. I kind of really wanted, like, this arch. That's kind of what I was envisioning, right? I was envisioning this really cool archway that kind of, like, came out and then landed here. So, actually, maybe we need to readjust the shape a little bit. But I'm not sure if that would work with what we've got anyway. I'm thinking of taking off that face as well, because I think it sticks out a little bit too much. Let's bring it back up. I kind of wanted like a giant stalactite as well, so maybe thicker at the bottom but thinner in the middle. Thick at the top. Oh yeah, but now it's going to look way too flat, right? Actually, don't hate it, weirdly enough. There's a bit there that we don't need. I think this is just a matter of like messing around with things and waiting until you get it right, almost. This is going to be a tedious process. I can feel it. Oh, I hate scaffolding, man. It is the worst block in the world to build with. Absolutely awful. Alright, we'll see how that is. Oh, bye-bye scaffolding. I mean, it looks very flat from one side, but from here, I'm thinking we shave off a little bit more of that and really bring it in a little bit. So, like, make a big kind of curve and really make it work. Ugh, I hate scaffolding. I can't stand it. I can't. Really? Come on, dude. Like, this is the worst. Let me just place it there. Oh, for goodness sakes. Anyone who says that scaffolding is good in this game, absolutely, categorically, 100% wrong. Beyond belief. Because I can't place anything there now. I want to... There we go. Fucking hell, man. It is by far the worst block. By a long way. Hate building using scaffolding. It is the worst. Easy for cleanup, but is it though? Because now I can't reach down there, right? So I've still got to do that. Trying to freaking... Ugh. Why are you not... There we go. Jesus Christ. Let's do that. Do a bit of this. I have a feeling that that's going to be too low, actually. This is much easier. This is much easier. Slower, but way more accurate. I don't care what anyone says. Now, I do think we're going to have a bit of an issue here. Oops. What does that look like? How does that look? Does that look better than what it was? I'm not sure. I can't do this. It's so tough. I just can't. I can't get this to look good. Oh, I don't know what I want to do with it. It looks so crap. Like, everything looks just awful. This is what I hate about Minecraft sometimes, is that I'm so indecisive when it comes to this sort of thing. How to make things look good. I'm struggling with the fundamental basics of shape at the moment. I just cannot. Like, my brain is, it's not letting me do it. Maybe if it was like thicker at the bottom then went in. Let's build the base of this thing up from where I want it, right? Like, so I kind of want it to connect up to this somehow. I'm really trying to like think about block placement. It's so difficult to do. I just can't. I can't seem to get a good grip on what would look good, what would look bad, what looks bad, what looks good. I'm fundamentally failing when it comes to shape, right? Like general shape of a rock face. Stalactite, stalagmite, that sort of thing. General shape, I'm fundamentally failing right now. So we'll kind of see. I'm thinking very two-dimensionally, I think. Right, let's see how that looks. Does that make it look a little bit more beefy? Here we go. Okay, so that's looking a little bit better now. I'm happier with that. Okay. Okay, so I kind of want it to curve round a little bit. So it needs to connect up with this wall here. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. We're definitely 100%. I feel like that was good. That was exactly what I needed. Okay, and I'm thinking I kind of want like this platform to be brought down a bit so that we do have a bit of a plateau, maybe. Let me think. It's very square along the edges, so what does it look like? Look at it from far away. Okay. It's coming along. And obviously, I'm gonna have to slab or carpet this bit up here, because we don't want any golems spawning on this section back here. So this will need to be small-proofed. And potentially some other form of walls placing in here, so it looks a little bit better. On this side, we can more or less go right up to it, kind of like this, right? And again, like I said, like there will be all sorts of walls and stuff being added on there. There we go, we'll kind of bring this up and around like that. Okay, so I need a little bit more. Let's see how that looks like from afar. I still need to fill bits of it in. And then I also need some torches just so that we don't get mobs spawning on this. For the time being, we'll just spam it with torches, and then we need to actually iron golem proof it so that the golems can't actually spawn on the platform itself. So we'll do that mainly with like slabs, but we can also put down some carpets. We can make it a little bit more interesting, maybe some buttons that can go down, and yeah, we'll play around with it as much as we can. Let's finish up the top here, this platform, because I think that's going to help me when it comes to building the other side. Did I just hear like a chicken die? Pretty sure that's what I just heard. It could have been on the soundtrack. Doing my best here, just to make this look at least a little bit okay, I guess. It's one of, this is probably one of the hardest terraforming things that I've done for a while, and my brain, surprisingly, it's taken a lot longer for it to get back into it. But now I'm kind of getting into a bit of a flow, I think. I think I'm okay. Right, how does that look? Ooh, it's still not right. I don't know. It looks very. Hello, Womble Jumbo. It looks very flat. I think I need to carve out a bigger chunk from here, so it kind of like really curves around. I'm reluctant to do that though. It also looks very flat on this side. Hey Animal, how are you, sir? What have you been doing? Ugh. Yeah, I'm not keen on this. Need some toughened cobble texturing. No. I'm working on the shape. We're not working on texturing. We're working on just the shape. I want to get the shape right. We're not working on texturing. Like, texturing can come later. Like shading, everything like that, that can come after I've done this. Once I get the shape right, then we can put in the texturing. So bear with the process. That's how I do all of my kind of terraforming. I never do texturing until right at the last minute. We get the bare basic block tech shape first, and then we start working on colors. So right now I'm looking to see how flat it is. I think it needs a bit more beef back here and then a bit less there so that it really looks like it's like arching over and this is an overhang. I think that's what I need. That's what I'm missing. And so once I've got the general shape right, then we need to proof it from the golems so the golems won't spawn on us. Because obviously we don't want golems spawning around here. Because if I open up the zombie, golems will be able to spawn. Alright, let's take this bit out here. And then let's take all of that out. Let's bring it in. Only 5 days until next D&D? Did I say we were doing it this coming weekend? I'm not sure if anyone's available this coming weekend because it's Easter. It's the Easter weekend. I don't have it in my diary. However, if people are available, I can sort something. I think. Yeah, I don't have it in my diary because I'm not down to stream on this Saturday for some reason. I think it's because it was Easter. It was the Easter weekend, and originally I had plans for this Saturday, so I wasn't going to be available. However, those plans have subsequently changed. So I kind of want to break this now. Really bring it in. Let's have a look, see how that looks. So I'm not overly sure about D&D. If you post a message in the Discord, see who would be available, and then we can go from there. Okay, yeah, I still need to make a big chunk of this go. Like, I just do, because it's too flat. So it's like this segment here is too flat. So let's get rid of this. We'll pull it back. Now that bit's gonna be flat. You can bring this bit out, actually. Now we've got a real big overhang coming, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Hey, discount! Whoops, see. Hello. So there we go, we got one of the potential players here. I mean, I have a feeling most people are going to be doing Easter stuff with like folks and family and stuff. But if we've got enough players, then I don't see why not. I mean, I don't think I'm doing anything now. Because originally I was busy, right? That was why I didn't have a stream schedule for this Saturday. Because the next stream supposedly is meant to be... Yeah, doing Easter stuff with the folks. I think Jen said that she was busy as well. I'm not sure about Kath. But I'm pretty sure Jen said that she was busy over the Easter weekend too. Or maybe, wait, maybe it was Jen that was free. I don't remember. I don't pay attention to what people say. That's why you have to write it down in triplicate for me. It still doesn't look right. It still doesn't look right. It's still like too much. It's getting there. We're getting there. We're making progress. So we've kind of got like a little bit of an arc, but again, like this whole bit, this bit needs to be like further up to there kind of thing. It's so difficult because like I do stuff and I think, yeah, that's gonna look great, and then I look away, like I get far away and it's like, no, that doesn't look right. Why does that not look right? And I can't put my finger on it. It's generally quite difficult to do, like this sort of overhang terraforming, and it's been a long time since I've done an overhang that I actually legit can't remember how to do them properly. Maybe not there. I have a feeling that this is probably too close as well, right? Like... Okay, we'll do this. Oopsie. Maybe bring this in a bit as well. And I'm hoping that's gonna look a little bit more normalized. Try that. It still looks crap. Like, I can't get it right. It's so flat on this side, and I don't know what to do. I generally don't know what to do. I don't know how to make this more three-dimensional on one side. Like, my brain is not... I'm getting a little bit frustrated with it. I'm not gonna lie. What if we kind of like do this and bring a new layer down? How does that look? How will that look? if we started that. Let's move back. Kinda looks a little bit better. I think there's options here maybe, and an option here. It's still too flat on this bit here, and this is the big problem because obviously we can't overlap too far into the pit because functionally it's not going to work. I can't get this looking good. This is so difficult to do. It just looks so square up at the top, and I get it because it is effectively a square that we're trying to turn into something that looks good, but like up there it's just so, I don't know. I think we got this bit right now. This bit's good. But it's just not, it's not right up here. And what is wrong with this? Why is it not right? Now, the problem is I need those 2 blocks there, because otherwise you're going to see the ice, right? Hold on, I have an idea. Ugh. I can never get the placement of these scaffolding blocks right. Oh yeah, no. Okay, it needs to go there. I've ruined that now. That's annoying. We'll fix that. We'll fix that shortly. And I can't get rid of that because that needs to be there for the ice. So that means if I want to get rid of this, yeah, I've got to have that there. It's got to be too wide, which means that, I wonder if pull this into there maybe. See if that fixes it. We'll try it. Whoops. Okay, that should fix the water. Water has been fixed. Although I did lose a lot of stone by doing that. I don't know, what are we thinking? Bear in mind, we're only doing shape at the moment. We're only doing shape. What do we think? Maybe we could get rid of, maybe we could fix this face here, this section now. I think that's the next key, is fixing this section. One of the hardest things about doing terraforming like this is it's a lot of back and forth and like trying something out, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You have to like restart kind of thing, and it is genuinely quite annoying at times. Okay, I think that might be good. It's like little incremental. Okay, that's definitely looking better. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. So I think if we got rid of that block. Whoopsie. Yeah, I think we got it. I think we got it. I think we got the shape. What do you guys think? How are you feeling about this kind of like rugged rock that is in the middle here? Does that look good? I think the next thing I need to like continue this bit on, we need to thicken this bit up. There we go. There we go. We get in somewhere. I'm liking it now. I'm actually starting to like it. Whew. Goodness sakes, this taking a long time to get right. It's very fiddly with these sort of projects, but you know, it is kind of what it is. You kind of have to just be patient and play around with it as much as possible. Okay, how's that? I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Okay, so now we need to mob-proof it. But we're going to come to that later. We need to complete it all the way around it. Which is going to be the next hardest step, I guess. Okay. Doing it from this side as well, but this side isn't going to be as visible, so it's not as important to make this look good. But we can kind of like continue on the thread from here, I think. Don't know if that's gonna work. We'll have to have a look at it from a distance. I mean, it doesn't matter too much here because for the most part you're not gonna be able to see it, right? No. Like for instance that, you're not gonna be able to see that. mean, as long as we're covering up the blue ice, and the inside of this. Now, like I said, the inside of this, I'm gonna also have to like spawn proof from the golems, because otherwise they're just gonna spawn inside here and it'll break the farm. Oh, I've got no stone left. Okay. Put away the junk. Where's my rockets? Here. Well, wait a sec. We definitely want this bit to look supported, don't we? Okay. We're getting there. It's definitely looking like something a little bit more natural kind of thing. I feel like I've got into the flow a lot more now that I've kind of got almost kind of like a method to how I'm putting this up. Hey Turing, how are you? What's the plan for today? We're doing a little bit of iron farm decoration. At the moment I'm just shaping terraining. So I'm just doing the shaping work in terraining, and it's giving me a bit of a headache because it's been a while since I've done this level of a overhang kind of thing, because I want kind of like an overhang vibe going from it. And it's been a while since I've done it, so it's giving me a little bit of a headache to try and get into the flow. Building nice, realistic looking structures has never came overly naturally to me, but I'd consider myself a better builder in terms of terraforming and cliff-facey stuff than I am buildings, right? So yeah, I'm just trying not to be bad. But at the moment we're only working on the shape of this like kind of like this cliff face. Oh, the title, I know. Basically, I'm trying to hide my iron farm now. Obviously, I am literally just shaping it. I'm not texturing, I'm not coloring, I'm not doing anything like that. I'm not doing any shading. I'm just shaping the mountain. That's all we're doing. I say mountain, it's not really a mountain. It's more of like a stalag. Well, it's not really a stalactite. It's just like a rock feature, right? I only have to fill in that little gap there and then we're good. I've had a bit of a annoying day at work, so I need to just like kind of chill, you know what I mean? It's been quite a stressful day. So I'm kind of in the process of just trying to chill out and just have a little bit of fun. Trying to get like the last little bits in now. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Okay. Whoopsie. Okay, this is the disadvantage of scaffolding with stone bricks. Okay, let's have a fly around. We'll see how good it looks. I'm just also going to have a look in here, make sure that we've not left any spawnable places for mobs. So like up here, for instance. Make sure we light that up. Obviously, I will have to put carpet all down on all of these places in here. And all around here, just to make sure none of the golems can spawn. But I will leave that for now. I'll leave it for now because we don't need any more iron at the moment. Okay. How does it look? So this bit looks good. I like the shape of that. Obviously, I've got to do a little bit of cleanup on the wall side. But the shape looks very good. Yes, I am very pleased with this. I'm still not sure whether I want this bit to connect all the way up to the wall there, or whether we want to leave it as though it's kind of like arcing. I'm not sure now, because now we've done the other side from this point of view. It works that this bit is all connected up, right? Like we've got another boundary. It's almost as though the wall is designed to look like this, whereas on this side, yeah, it feels like something's missing here. So we are going to add a little bit of an extra bitty. So let's start here. I'm going to extend this bit, I think. Try and do it without it looking a mess. Because I think we finally got the shape of this thing right. But I'm not quite 100%. How does that look? Do it a little bit at a time. I think that's the best way to go about it. Do you know what? It's a little bit too square here. These are the bits that I've just added as well. I don't like that. Not so keen on this bit then either. Okay. By the way, your advance about decorating the interior, kind of hate this. Somehow this feels too small for this. Huh? Advice about decorating the interior. What do you mean decorating the interior? Your advice about decorating the interior. I kind of hate this. Somehow the inv feels too small for this. Inventory? I'm confused. I'm confused. You're gonna have to explain a little bit more. What do you mean? Did I say something about decorating what interior? If you mean this interior... No, I'm not decorating this interior. This just needs to be proofed, like spawn-proofed. This is going to remain hidden. This interior in here is going to remain hidden. That is a room that is not going to get used. At least not at the moment, anyway. Still not happy with this side. This side over here, not happy with this. What advice? I never give out advice. I'm very confused. Advice about decorating the interior. I'm generally really confused. Let's just get rid of the diorite real quick, just so I can see the shape. Explain it like I'm a 2-year-old. Do you mean the farm is too small for it, maybe? I'm confused. Inventory, yeah. You gave me advice on how to do interior, not just the outside of my houses. Did I? What was my advice? And yeah, I agree, your interior is... your inventory is freaking awful. What was the advice that I gave you? Because I don't remember this. I'm not very good at interior decorating, so I'm surprised I said about... You sure it was me? Could have been another streamer, maybe. Hey, Rancer, how's it going? I'm playing the Steampunk mod pack at the moment. Yeah, nice! Is it good? Are you enjoying it? That's the most important thing. Are you enjoying it? How you doing? Welcome in. At the moment, I'm currently trying to decorate my iron farm. Or at least one side of my iron farm. See, the only problem with this, right, now that I've built that platform into something, is that where the villagers are... Where are the villagers? Where are the villagers? Okay, they're all asleep, it's fine. Where the villagers are, it no longer looks like a cage from below, right? It looks like it's all part of one structure. So I kind of not really that keen on that. Maybe we're on the wrong wording. You said I should do interior of your houses. Did I? I don't remember. I don't remember. I mean, yeah, I guess I did, but I'm sorry, I generally don't remember. I'm pretty bad at remembering what I've done, what I say during. I apologize. Currently building a starter house. It has 5 different roofs, including a roof that slopes in 2 directions. Nice. I would love to build in the theme of steampunk, but I'm not good enough to be able to do that. I don't think I've got the knowledge on how to pull that off. I don't have the imagination. I'm quite simple. Anyway, you hate me now. Okay, well, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I will admit that the inventory, like the inventory on vanilla, is not good at doing fine detailing, especially for interior based stuff. I mean, the case in point, the reason why, you know, I feel for you on that is, you know, I've done a lot of interior. Well, I say a lot. I mean, I've done like 2 buildings worth of interiors, and there's a reason why I haven't done that much more. And that's because, you know, you need so many different items. Like, you need like all of the, like, if you do a good interior, right? Like, you need slabs, you need little decoration blocks, you need 2 of those kind of thing. I needed 1 of those. And this is a fairly simple interior, I would say. If you want to get super complicated, then I would argue that, like, this sort of an interior, like, dead annoying to get all of this stuff and place it down. I mean, you only need like 2 bookshelves and like a couple of slabs and things like that, right? But if you did like all of this interior, like, there's not enough inventory room, so you have to keep going back and forth to shulkers and whatever like that, right? Like, all these little detail stuff that you put around the house, they all add up in your inventory space. It's very annoying. So yeah, I 100% agree. Minecraft is not good for, like, just building in general, like, in terms of inventory management. I mean, I hate Minecraft for its inventory management. Like, there's so many different blocks. So many. Let's have the last piece of cake. There's so many different blocks, and it never, ever, like, they never update their inventory. Their inventory is built around a block palette that is like a 10th the size it is now, kind of thing. It's crazy. Your logo looks like a TARDIS. I heard about the 1/2 scale build, your own Time War Dalek that has come out. So I don't play modded Minecraft, but yes, my logo is designed around a TARDIS. In fact, it was designed around the 2010 Doctor Who logo. So it was designed around this logo here. If I can find it. It was designed around this logo here, right? So that's the logo that it was originally designed around. And if we go to that there, down at the bottom, Mr. Womble, you see? So it's kind of like, it's balanced differently, but yeah, that's what it was designed around. It was designed around that. And then, yeah. I didn't actually design this. In fact, you can see it. You can see it there, look. So it was all taken from this. If I go back over here, it was all taken from that. It was a plaque that was given to me one Christmas by a friend of mine, who still pops in every so often. She streams as well, actually. Earth to Lydia, if you want to go and have a look at her, check her out. That's who did that. It's pretty cool. That was about 10 years ago. No, it was Christmas 2015, so not quite 10 years. Coming up to 9 years. At the end of this year, it'll be 9 years. So, yeah. Kind of crazy, but I just kept the logo. Just kept it. I love it. I'm a big Doctor Who fan, so not just like modern day Doctor Who. I think it's definitely fallen off in recent years, but like classic Who and all sorts. I am gonna change the walls up to stone brick walls so that we don't have the diorite. So let's go and do that. So we've got diorite at the top there, but we're gonna change that. And then I need to start working on how to spawn proof this, right? I don't know if Earth to Lydia still streams. I mean, the last time I saw her stream, she was playing a lot of Dead by Daylight. Unfortunately, I don't get to see talk to her anymore. It's kind of like drifted apart naturally. But yeah, no, she drew it for me. Peter Capaldi's autograph though, very good. I'm a Hivian too. I even have the Lego TARDIS set. I also have the Lego TARDIS set. And Peter Capaldi's autograph. I don't have Peter Capaldi's autograph, but I tend not to collect celebrities' autographs. I find it weird. But I have met Peter Capaldi. By chance, weirdly enough, actually. It was just a random occurrence. He was in a restaurant in Cardiff when he was filming. No, just before he started filming Doctor Who. So this was before he was the Doctor. Well, he was announced as the Doctor, so I knew he was the Doctor at that point, but he hadn't started filming. He was in a restaurant with his wife in Cardiff, and I decided to wait until he'd finished his meal to go over and say, "Hi, how's it going? Love your work on The Thick of It, and so glad that you're doing Doctor Who and everything like that." And at the time I didn't realise that he was a big Doctor Who fan himself. But yeah, no, it was just like, nice to meet you, whatever. Shook hands, and then I was like, I don't want to disturb you. I don't want to disturb you, so I didn't superimpose myself, but I just wanted to, introduce myself. It was nice. It was nice. He's a very, very nice man. He's very nice. Like, the fact that, some random bloke came and interrupted his dinner, and he never once said, piss off. He gave me plenty of time. It was very nice. Like I said, this was before he was filming for Doctor Who, but he had been announced as the next Doctor. So quite a while ago. 870 plus Lego models. I rival Even Me local Lego shop. Yeah, I don't have that many Lego models, but I do have the TARDIS one, the interior of the TARDIS. I don't know how many Lego models I've got. Yeah, I don't know how many I've got. I've got quite a few though, but not nearly 800. I'd be surprised if I even had a tenth of that, to be honest. Oh, do I not have any more room? A little bit of dirt. Okay, so I think I've got the shape thereabouts right. What do we think, chat? Like, give me your honest opinion on the shape of this thing. Do I need a little bit more here? It feels a bit... I want to say it feels a bit weak, but at the same... Well, no, that bit looks flat. Okay, I think I figured it out. We need to, like, take a little bit off here. I'm trying to not have, like, too many straight lines. That's a yawn. It's not a good sign. Let's get a couple more pieces of stone. I'm going to take out all of the andesite here, and we're just going to turn it to normal stone. And that's just so that I've got a clean slate to work with. And then when it comes to colorizing the thing, I can start from afresh. That's if I get around to colorizing it. I mean, there is a large possibility that I just leave it as normal stone. So something, as I've been watching a lot of B00 recently, because I'm not gonna lie, like, he is an artist when it comes to... Oops, that's... When it comes to builds, like, in Minecraft, it definitely borderlines art as opposed to playing a video game. Best celebrity interaction I had, met Chris Barry at Comic-Con, ended up discussing cars and history. The next day he called me and we went out for drinks, got him to sing the Arnold Rimmer song art at karaoke bar. Best night ever. I don't quite know who Chris Barry is. Oh, Red Dwarf. Ah. No, I do know who that is. Nice. Nice. Very good, very good. Oh, stop yawning, Womble. It's not good for your soul. I don't know what that means. Alright, here we go. Let's move it back. Okay, so that's all clean. Need to get rid of the coal there. And then probably a good idea to get rid of the diorite and the dirt. So that'll be the next steps. There it is. I was wondering where it was. Yeah, I've had a few celebrity... I've met a few celebrities in my time. Various different people all over. I still think I'm missing something here. It doesn't quite look right, does it? Maybe we need to bring this out a bit more. I think my favorite of all time was when I got to meet Patrick Stewart. That's something I will never ever forget. Yeah, I'll never forget meeting Patrick Stewart. Like, to this day is still like one of my idols, I would say, in performing arts. Maybe not so much these days, but like when I was a teenager, huge fan of Patrick Stewart. Not just because of Star Trek, but because of like everything he did in the theatre as well, right? I'd seen him in a lot of shows growing up, Shakespeare and things like that. And that was actually how I got to meet him, was actually from the theatre, from a Shakespeare show he was in. It was actually Hamlet. It was the same show that he did with David Tennant when David Tennant was the Doctor. However, didn't get to meet David Tennant because, well, the reason he gave us was that he had back problems and he needed to go home, which is fair enough. I think at the time he was like going through back surgery or something. I don't know. But Patrick Stewart. So basically, my college got invited to do like this Q&A with the current cast of Hamlet. Now, when we were told about the Q&A, they were pretty much the two people that will not be part of this Q&A will be David Tennant and Patrick Stewart, because they were like the big names of the show, right? But then all of a sudden it was like, actually Patrick Stewart is going to be part of this Q&A, but you're not allowed to ask any questions about Star Trek, because this is a theatre, like we're part of a theatre company, we're here to see Shakespeare. You need to ask something Shakespearean, theatre-based, that sort of stuff like that. All right, so to the people that like set us up with this thing was like, no, you're not allowed to talk about Star Trek. So I was like, damn it, okay, fair enough. So there was a group of us. There was about 100 of us that got to take part in this panel, and you didn't have to ask a question. A lot of the people that was on because I was in college at the time, right? A lot of the people that was on my course didn't really know. I mean, they knew David Tennant, right? Because he was Doctor Who and this, that, and the other, but they didn't really know Patrick Stewart. I mean, they kind of did, but they didn't really know him. So I was like the only one that was like absolutely fascinated at the time, because it's like, holy shit, this is like my idol right now. I need to. So if I'm going to ask a question, I need to ask a good question. I need to ask a question where he's going to talk voluntarily about the things I want him to talk about. I need to really do my research and do this well. So I did my research, and I had a look up, and I had a really hard think about the questions. And what you had to do, you had to submit the questions first for approval, and then someone will say, yes, you can ask this, don't go off this script, you have to ask this question, because it's like, I think it was like being recorded or something like that, I'm not sure. my question. So I stuck to the script, and I, you know, I didn't ask any. I didn't mention Star Trek. Basically, my question went along the lines of, so Patrick, you spent 3 years on tour with the Royal Shakespeare Company. You did 3 terms, and then from there you had a bit of a break in television. You went through a lot of small parts here, there, and everywhere, from like X, Y, and Z, and I like listed a bunch of stuff. So my question is, what was it like making that transition from the theater to then moving over to America and being in big television sci-fi shows? And he immediately went, "Oh, you mean Star Trek?" I was like, "Yes, I do." Talk about Star Trek. "Oh, well, in the first season of Star Trek, I didn't really enjoy." And this, then, the other. And it's like, I was living out of a suitcase. And he just would not stop talking about it. It's like, my dream came true. But no, like, he was really good. He was like, "That's a really good question. Who asked that?" So, yeah. I was quite pleased. I was quite pleased, but yeah. I was quite pleased that he liked my question. He seemed to, anyway. I don't know. He seemed quite joyous with it. When you've got like a bunch of theatre students that just are constantly asking the same question, "How did you get famous?" You know, that sort of stuff. I put a lot of time and effort into my research, and like I think he seemed to appreciate that. But yeah, that was at Stratford-upon-Avon. When we had that, we got to watch Hamlet first. So we watched him play Hamlet. And yeah, it's very good. I was very pleased. Very pleased I managed to get that opportunity. So that's been like that's probably the best, the most amazing kind of celebrity experience I've had. Is getting to meet and talk to Patrick Stewart and have him answer one of my questions was pretty cool. Pretty neat. Like I said, at the time, huge idol, not just because of sci-fi, not just because of Star Trek, although, as you all know, I'm a huge Star Trek fan, but because his grassroots at the time when I was trying to be in theatre were very similar to my grassroots kind of thing. You know, working class family, trying to get into theatre, that sort of stuff. Obviously, for me, never worked out. One of the many, many, many failed actors. And I'm glad it didn't work out. I don't think acting would have suited me. In the end, I think I was very young. You know, hadn't quite figured out what I wanted to do. Oh, there's iron there. I don't need it. You know, that's the first time I've seen iron and I've thought, I don't need it. I don't need that. So that's quite nice. That's a nice feeling. I'm more bothered by the copper that I see. Okay, how are we looking? So I was going to get rid of the dirt and the diorite next. I don't have that much stone left though, so we'll bear that in mind. If I put this here. What about you, Turing? Have you had any encounters with celebrities or just like in general people you admire? Like, bear in mind, like when I met Patrick Stewart, it was 2009 as well, right? So he was fairly well known at that point. But yeah, it was 2009, so it was quite a while ago. It was kind of before... It was before a lot of the convention stuff got big on, like, YouTube. So, at the time, like, he was answering stuff, and I didn't know the answer to it. I'd never heard that before. I never knew that he, like, for instance, didn't get on in the first season of TNG. Now, I mean, you found out years later, he talks about that a lot. How he was, like, living out of his suitcase for the majority of it. He talks about that a lot now. But, at least from what I was aware of, he never spoke about that much. So, it was all, like, news to me. It was very interesting. Oh, we've got andesite here as well. I hate this scaffolding. How do I build up? There we go. That's where my theatrical speech comes from. Yeah, I trained to be an actor. I did a few shows, but nothing super amazing. Yeah, no, I trained to be an actor and never made it. Yeah, I did a few shows. I've done a few things, but not for a very, very, very long time. And most of it was like what we call in the UK Amdram. So stuff you don't get paid for. But yeah, that's where my theatrical voice comes from. All comes from that. And I think that's probably why I mean, I don't want to, like, make myself sound too good, but that's probably why I'm good at, like, doing character stuff in D&D. Like, I know how to create feeling out of nothing, if that makes sense. Makes me sound a little bit big-headed there, actually, to be fair. Okay. So, I don't think if I do that... It worked! Yes! Oh, yes. I still hate scaffolding, but that was like a mini accomplishment right there. Oh, come on. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm just gonna use the stone, honestly. Okay, so we got a little bit of crap up there as well that needs cleaning up. I'm still not 100% at this. Maybe I need to fill that in. Let's do that. Let's go and fill that in. Let's go and fill this bit in. See what that looks like. It might end up looking too flat. Might end up looking a little bit too flat. Yes, okay, that's looking okay. That's looking a little bit better. Now I want to beef that up a little bit. Okay. We're getting there. We're making incremental changes, and it's just like little bits that might take me a while to kind of like figure out what I'm doing. But once I get it, we got it. does that look? Let's go and have a look. Nope, missed. Yeah, it's looking a lot better. It just looks stable. It looks a lot more stable. I mean, we could bring that a little bit further down, actually. I think this bit here needs to go. We could bring that to there. And then leave the hole. Never met anyone with famous. Probably best encounter was Slugger Atmosphere and Brother Ali. Super cool dudes. Who are they? So I've met quite a few famous celebrities. Like some that you will have heard of, some that you probably won't have heard of. But I've met a few now. All from like different backgrounds and stuff. So a few sports stars, a few minor TV stars, that sort of thing. Yeah. I think this is looking good now. I'm happy to leave that. I think that is done. We're done. Obviously, the difference that we'll have to do now is the shading. So that will come in time. We'll figure that out. For me, that's probably going to be the hardest bit. I'm not great with shading. We do want to clean that up there. So let's, yeah. No. This is gonna suck. Okay. I need to clean up the gravel. I don't have a shovel with me. There we go. I feel like this is a late night stream. It is. I got him, so on my Monday nights, we start a bit later and we finish a bit later. So I'll finish about 9:30-ish, 9 o'clock my time. So yeah, it is Divide. It is. It's a bit of a later stream. I don't normally stream this late. Jobs get in the way of streams. Yeah, they do. But I mean, it is what it is. Okay, I've just noticed a huge problem here. In fact, I'm gonna get rid of all of that. I don't like any of what I was seeing there. And then this can come down a little bit to there, maybe? No power, internet, and PCs get in the way of the streams as well. That's true. Okay, now I just need to add like a little bit up here, and then I think we're good. Have you been having power internet issues then, Divide? No. Then why would you say that? I had late night streams and I'm here. Wiggles eyebrows. Gem broke her modem a little bit ago though. Oh no. What did she do? What did you do, Jen? Oh, yawn. Actually, Divide did. No, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Do you know why I don't believe you? Because you passively aggressively blamed it on Divide. How did you even get in there, you slimy, slimy thing? Do I have slime in here now? I do. Technically I did, but she told me to do it. See, he admits it. Yeah, but if you told him to do it, then he is completely blame-free in this whole thing. Did you tell him to do it? Tell the truth. It's like talking to a child. It's great. Tell the truth. Okay, so next bit, I want to just clean up this bit around here. I'm pretty pleased with what we've done so far today. Like, I didn't think that I would be able to make it look this nice. No. I told him to give me more slack on the Ethernet cable, so it's not tugging. He decided it meant to tug so hard to make the modem fail. Sounds about right. Yeah, I feel like the instructions there, the instructions there were not adequate. So I'm on Divide side. Sounds like a you problem there. Instructions not good. It's I mean, effectively what you said to Divide there was Ethernet and tug, those two words, right? It doesn't matter what else came in between or what order they came in. You said the words Ethernet, cable, and tug. So, yeah. Exactly. She gave me orders, that makes her the supervisor. Exactly. It's always the supervisor's fault, right? Believe me, I fucking know. Instructions not clear. Okay, that is looking better. I think we've got the majority of the shape now. I want to work on this segment here. So I think we need to poke a little bit more of a... make a little bit more of this wall here. I want to see this device in action. What is it? At the moment, it doesn't work, but it is an iron killing machine. So basically, spawns in iron golems, and I get free iron for it. But it wouldn't work at the moment, so I can't like turn it on because the spawning platforms aren't right. Because I've been messing around with the terraforming to make it look pretty, and in doing so, me making it look pretty, it's broken the system. So it's not ready to be turned on. Unfortunately, I can't show you it. I mean, I could make it spawn proof, but that's going to take too long. Yeah, there's all sorts of issues that I need to now fix. But basically, I'm making it look good, or at least like starting the process of making it look good. So basically, I built this whole segment here. So before this segment here, this plinth, this overhang wasn't here. It was just a platform here with the water, this water ice platform, this bit. That was all that it was, but it was floating in midair, so now I've kind of like connected it up. If I break into this bit, in here, then you'll notice that actually it's hollow. That's because I've put this in place. All right. So that's basically what we've done today. We've built this segment here, and we tried to make it as natural looking as possible. I wanted like a bit of an overhang, so that it doesn't look like the structure here, this plinth, is just floating in midair. However, because I've done that, I've made it so that the iron golems can actually spawn outside of where I want them to. So I have to like spawn proof it by putting all sorts of like slabs and things over all the blocks that we've just placed and making it look good. So basically I've shaped, basically for me when I terraform, I do it in like 3 different stages. So I shape first, then I rebuild with like blocks and like proper like slabs, like make it functional. So this will be like carpet so that nothing can spawn up here. And then thirdly, we like color the block, right? So when I say color, it's not just going to be a flat gray, because at the moment everything's just a flat gray around here. I want it to be like different shades of gray. If only discount was here, I'd see that message divide. 9 times out of 10, it's the engineer's fault the machine doesn't work, Jen. I agree. The interior designer messing up the engineer's machine. Well, no, because it's not the design that's messing up the machine. The machine is designed for this. It's just that I haven't finished the interior design. When I finish the interior design, like all of these places in here need spawn proofing. When I've finished it, it will work as designed. But I haven't finished it yet. So I can't turn it on until it's finished. Yeah, I can't turn it on until it's finished, basically. And I also need to, like, then tweak the killing section down here. And this actually isn't going to end up being a killing chamber. The killing chamber is going to be higher up there. But what I want to do is I want to make this plug turn into a little pipe here, and we'll see the golems like get forced up, and you will see them visually go up the bobblvator and like shoot up into the sky and then go into a kill chamber. And you'll all see that, and it'll look pretty cool. But here, I'll show you what happens if we turn it on, because basically the golem will either spawn on these blocks. It might spawn there. If it spawns there, then you'll be able to see what it happens. But as soon as it spawns elsewhere where it's not meant to be, it's we're going to have issues. So let me get rid of these blocks. Whoops. Eat. Yeah, you see what I mean? So the golem, he ended up spawning here. He's not meant to spawn here. This is not where I want him to spawn. So if I push him down there, hopefully they'll spawn another golem in. Then you can kind of see it in action. I want to get that block up there. Nope. So there was a reason why I... Oh, there we go. You see, he spawned there again. He spawned outside the place where I want him. So, yet again, we'll push him off, and we'll let someone else spawn in. So there we go. So he's supposed to like fall into this chamber in here. And then when he goes into here, he kind of like drops down and gets burnt in the... What's it? What's the biggest mechanism I've built? Me? In this world? Or in Minecraft in general. Go on, get in the water, get in the water. There you go. So when they go into the plug, look, they get swept away and then they end up in there. Just ever? Biggest mechanism. Oof. I'm not sure. It's probably some form of redstone contraption of some kind. It's probably not as big as you would think. Wow, what a death. Well, this is only temporary. They're not actually going to die here. They'll get dropped down into a little tube and a chamber, and then in the tubey chamber they will float along, get up, and then killed again. So that is the kill chamber that they'll have, but the kill chamber will be like way up there. 3D wooden windmill that I broke like 5 minutes after I turned off the stream. Yep. No. Probably a villager breeder. That I would say like a huge, not just villager breeder, but like villager bartering hall. That's definitely one of the biggest things I've done. On Jim's server, it was huge. So here, I'll put this back so then he's not spawning in more, or forcing the villagers to spawn in more. A what? So, villagers will sell you stuff. If you've got the right things. Villagers will sell you things. Yeah, so this guy, he needs to die now. If I'd called it, I meant what to the windmill. What to the windmill? Yeah, so I spun the windmill up too quick and it broke the interior spinning mechanism, like the thing that was turning the gears. But fortunately there was like replacement parts, so I have replaced it and fixed it. So it is now functioning again. It's just that the plywood failed. Which I said when I was making it, it felt very fragile. The plywood was not a good material for what it was doing, but yeah. I stress tested it and then it broke. Typical boy playing with his toys too hard, yeah, pretty much. It's now on display downstairs, so I can't get it to show you what part broke, but yeah, there was enough replacement parts to be able to get it fixed. So yeah, that's why the zombification, the iron golem killermificator here obviously isn't working. So what I need to do, I need to like put either pressure plates or slabs or stairs or carpet all over this, so that there are no spawn blocks. So that's going to be my next task, which is going to be a task for another day, I think. So I'm not going to do it today. It's too much effort. Probably, like, I'll probably go a combination of slabs, stairs, and carpet. Like light grey carpet. Just so that nothing can spawn here. And like all of that, all of this over here, all of that. And all of the stuff on the inside of here too. This will also need to be like spawn proofed up there in particular, right underneath where the platform is. So in here we can just use like carpet. We could just carpet everything over, or like pressure plates, or like stone buttons. Stone buttons might work. Like we could do those real quick. But on the outside it needs to actually look good. So yeah, that will be the next kind of challenge, what we'll do. And then we can turn it back on. We can turn the machine back on. Actually, it might be worth leaving the machine turned off for a bit, because like I said, I want to get that chamber, the kill chamber, set up properly now. I'm still not keen on this segment here, so let's push this back a lot more. How does this look? I'm slowly cleaning up this cave. This is a huge project. Like, this is gonna take a lot longer than you expect. Yeah, sort of. We're getting there. It's close. Yeah, that's better. I guess the next part of what we need to do, we need to build this platform out so that we've got a storage room and a kill chamber. So we'll build this platform out. And yeah, we'll kind of go from there. I think that's going to be our next steps. Now, this is the worrying bit because obviously this also needs to be spawn proof because I'm pretty sure that the golems, if we had space up here, they might be able to spawn. I'm not sure what the range is though. I'm pretty pleased. I'm pretty pleased with what we've done today. It's still not quite 100%. I might tweak it. Might tweak it off stream maybe, but it's a lot better than what it was looking like when we first started. I always get very scared with these sort of projects because when I first start them, it's very difficult to kind of like see. This side, I love this bit. That bit there looks so natural. There's a little bit I could add up at the top, but other than that, like, it looks so good. I think it's going to look so much better as well once I texture it. Once I add some color and some other blocks to it that isn't just stone. That being said, I might not even do that. I might just leave it to its own devices. But we are out of time and we're out of blocks, so kind of leave it. Oh, a stone managed to get through. Interesting. Aha, I knew I had more stone. I couldn't figure out where it was. Oh, what am I doing? I put that away wrong. So this is now just 2 junk chests with fireworks. Thanks, I'll take those. Yeah, you know, it's coming along. It's coming along. That area doesn't look quite as bad as what it was before, so that's good. But the entire cave needs a lot of work. Especially like up here, where I've built things. It's just terrible. Is this still functioning, by the way? Yeah, it's still going. That's surprising. I would have thought that it was gonna break before now. So I've still got a lot to do around here. I mean, I don't think this is a project that will ever be 100% finished. Like, this project in here. And this project, like, I hardly started this project in here. Really. I can't wait to finally move the villagers into the correct place. I think that's going to be the biggest issue for me. It's getting them in the right place. So at some point as well, I need to like chop down all of these trees. Should we go around and collect all of the copper that is now oxidized 100%? May as well, right? Whilst we've got a few extra minutes, we can just tidy up a little bit, because I'm making a mess out here and I don't like it. There's a whole bunch of things that I need to crack on with on this save. Like, the more I build, the worse it gets, like, with my laziness. I'm not sure if I've actually spread out the copper blocks well enough. Making a mess. Oh, absolutely. I know. I'm really bad at making messes around here. Like, I never seem to tidy. And then when I do, like, I just make 10 times as much. I mean, I never actually finish this tree here. Or that tree. Or that building. Although I think that building, I'm just going to leave it. I mean, it was never meant to be amazing. It's supposed to be this random shack. Ooh, don't lose my copper. Do you know what I'd really like? I'd like a copper making machine. So much work to do around here. It's starting to look very ugly again. Starting to look very ugly again. Right, that is, I think, where we're going to leave it again. I've had a good stream. It was fun. It was fun. Definitely a good one. I think we made quite a bit of tedious progress. And it's ended up looking a lot better than I thought it would, to be fair, which is quite good. But yeah, I'm gonna head out. Have a good night, evening, noon, insert time zone here, and see you guys on the flip side. Until next time, later nerds!